Right, good morning folks, it's 8 o'clock. The weather's absolutely fantastic in Hathersage. Car park's pretty good, 48 spaces. I'm not sure if there's any other parking in the town, but I think for a beauty spot like this, I think this will get filled very, very quickly. And there it says toilets just down here, so that's pretty handy as well. So today's walk's a 6-mile circular, taking in Little John's grave. Should be quite fun, and I know that's his grave, I've no idea. It's all quite well signposted, so this is the road we came in on. Then sat-nav takes you down to the pub at the bottom of the road and turn left up to the car park. All nice and easy. The toilets are just around here. There's the time to start. 8:15. So I just came down the hill from this toilet, and then the public footpath is in a little alley here. Walk straight past it. God save the Garmin once again, or I missed that little turning. It's easy when you're planning these routes to think, actually it looks quite flat. Once again, I didn't take heed of the bars on the OS map to say how steep it was, because 6 miles doesn't seem like anything, but when you get to Hathersage, it is sort of plonked on the side of a very large hill, so there's probably going to be plenty of ups and downs, but I'm sure I can handle it with 6 miles. Little babbling brook down there. Beautiful. Aiming the camera directly into the sunlight. If I just zoom in, you'll see that church up there. That's the church where Little John is buried, apparently, and that's where we're going to end our walk in about 3 hours time, maybe 3.5 if I can find a nice windless place and eat me packed lunch. Well, we're 5 minutes into the walk, looking at crystal clear water down there. Quiet and peaceful. I've seen about 3 walkers. I think midweek obviously up here is wonderful. I think at the weekend the coffee bars and things here will be crammed, and you know, it's a proper tourist destination. Well, I have to say the Garmin saved me again. You come down this path and it's obvious where you're going, but actually the path we're taking is up there and it's not signposted, so either you're very proficient with a compass or get yourself a navigator, because you could end up doing miles and miles more on a sunny day like this. It's not too bad, but if you're expecting 6 miles and you do 10, it could be a different story, couldn't it? Been steadily climbing for 5 minutes up through the sheep fields, and all the lambs have been sitting on the path, so I didn't want to film it and disturb them, but you can see the edge up there like an escarpment. It's wonderful. Hopefully that's where we're going, but a bit of a climb. Let's give you a 360. This valley is just incredible, not quite like anywhere else. Well, every 5 minutes the terrain just changes. It's lovely walking though. Come to the end of the path, there's a little switch, both going to Stanage Edge. We're just going to take the left one, and then first right, I think it is. Well, there it is, I can see the sign up there. Right down there in the valley is the church that we're going to end at. we've moved up the valley, I don't know, probably 40 minutes I would think. It's been quite a nice an easy elevation actually, very easy to walk on. I think I'm about 2/3 of the way up. You can see Stanage Edge up at the top, and you can just feel the wind picking up. So I should think when you get on the edge it's going to be blowing from the north to the south. Just walking up by Dennis Knoll car park, so if you don't fancy starting from the bottom, there's a place. Standard charge, look, £6.60 all day. A few quid less if you want to stop less time, but it's worth investing in. They've just tarmacked it all and done something quite nice with it actually. Right, I actually keep walking and walking thinking there'll be a good place to sit down, but I saw this, sit on the stile, there's nobody around. Just about climbing up onto the edge, so just debating whether I put my coat on or anything. But I certainly need to put a hat on. I never thought about that earlier. Now we're into the wind. We're traversing up Stanage Edge, so it's not the, it doesn't look like a steep climb. None of this climbing's been hard. It's just been quite pleasant. Saw a few people back there taking a tough route up, but I think I've planned this quite pleasantly. So the path splits off, but we can go down here right onto the edge itself, which is quite good actually, because the land above us is just keeping the wind off us. So I'm still in a light jumper. Let's go right over the edge. Wow, there we go, right down the edge of Stanage Edge, and right out on the views down the valley where we've just come. And there's that country house in the middle. Probably can't see it, it's that far away. I was enjoying myself plodding along here so much that again I missed the turning. There's no sign down, but apart from the Garmin bleeping and telling me I was going wrong, so I've got about 100 metres wrong again. So I came up that path, walked up there and missed the drop here. Very easy to do, there's no signage or anything. You've got my eyes like a hawk looking for little signposts, and there's not even that here unless there's one on a boulder over there. 10 feet down, it's almost silent down here. Good place to stop for a cup of tea. And down we go. Just coming down on the edge, absolutely no wind. Quite a few of these walking groups. Just spoke to the leader of one, and they're doing their gold, Duke of Edinburgh, which is great. So a few rock climbers setting up as well. It's coming up to 10 o'clock now. Everybody's come out their campsite, had the breakfast sort of thing. I think I saw it all on my own by getting here early. Oh, we're just coming out of the little wooded section into the open again, out to the sunshine. I would think it's about 10 or 12 degrees. Breezy, but the hill's stopping most of that. Looks like we're going to cross over the road again in a minute. This is worth knowing, just as we get to the road there's actually a public toilet there. So yeah, it's not something you see very often out in the middle of nowhere, but very welcome for most people. Yeah, we just dropped down off Holling Bank. Well, that's what it said it was called. We've now got a big ravine down here to the, like a brook or a river. You can hear it quite loudly. You can't see it through the trees so much. Again, the paths are just perfect. Jane Eyre. It's Thornfield Hall in Jane Eyre. I know I'd read that somewhere. Get a good shot of it. Looks like it's got a veranda up the top. Views to die for. So, look at it there. Oh, wait. It's a lovely tarmac path. It's ramming my toes into the end of my boots, although it is very pleasant plodding. Come out that little gate. You've got to come across the road. It's very easy to turn right there or left, but if you come across the road there are great big stepping stones to get down here. Not easy with the camera in your hand, but there you go. It's nice that there's not massive signage, but I think if you set off without a Garmin or a phone that works, you could easily miss these things and be plodding around and asking questions. And little runoffs, look. Let the wildlife move between fields. I haven't seen that before. What a great idea. Let's come over the top, and if I just zoom in, you'll see the churchyard we're going to, so we're almost at the end. And that side of the valley we came up, I can see the allotments that were there. And yeah, nice thing about 6 miles, it's just delightful. There's no pain. There was no real climbing today. It was all achievable. I'm sure that's why this area is so busy at the weekends and whatever. So I'd probably, you know, either get here early or come in the week. I mean, the first half of this walk I never saw a soul, just because you got up a little bit earlier when the sun's shining. Highly recommend it. Well, it looks like a nice little dip down here over the river, and then the last little climb up to the church. And I don't feel like I've walked at all, so the nice thing is it's not going to be hard. See where the cows and things come down here up this little bridge. According to the map, this is the way to go. Public footpath up here somewhere. Looks like you're almost going up through somebody's house. But actually you're not. And there's a church in front of us. I don't think it gets much better than this. The grave of Little John. Once upon a time there had been a man called Little John. He may have stood 7 feet tall. One of England's favourite stories. And so it says here, Little John's grave. The ancient order of foresters look after it. The friend and lieutenant of Robin Hood. I think as ancient graveyards go, this one is pretty spectacular. Look at that, really well maintained. If you're laid to rest here, you're going to be here for a long time. 1905 just there. They say stop and smell the roses. I just sat in the graveyard for about half an hour and just peaceful. You get to do that very often. Little jitty brings us back to where we started.